Hey guys, welcome back to Yes Quite. My name's Bjorn and I'm with my friend Dewitt.
Howdy.
And now is our next show. How have you been doing, Dewitt?
How have I been doing what?
Oh,
Oh!
how's life been for you?
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty enjoyable.
No complaints. No complaints,
No complaints at all.
as it were. And as someone once put it, even if I did have complaints, no one would listen. So I find it easier just to enjoy the whole thing of life.
Yeah, I've been reading something online, kind of like that. It's like people at their job at work when people ask them how they've been or how they're doing, their go-to response, or in the case of that one person, is they always say, "I can't complain," which is kind of true because if they complained, then they get fired. So saying that they can't complain is actually pretty accurate.
And if you complain about life, then you get fired from life.
Yeah, what you do?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fired from life. Yeah.
People don't know that, but you can get fired from life.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are you gonna do?
Well, once you're out on that job,
Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
huh?
It's pretty shitty. All right. So, we got any questions?
Yeah, we do.
Kind of start things off.
So,
Let's get our minds rolling, rumbling, rolling, racing, transactioning.
cookies. Like, don't you hate it when you take a bite of a cookie and you think it's chocolate chip and it ends up being raisins?
No. Okay. I might be in the minority on this, but I'm just gonna say it right now. Oatmeal raisin, particularly oatmeal raisin, in my opinion, far superior than chocolate chip.
Okay.
I realize I'm probably in the minority on that, but oh well. Fuck you guys.
See, oatmeal raisin is a bit of an exception though because it has oatmeal in it, so you kind of expect it because oatmeal raisin is pretty popular. But if you have like something that doesn't have oatmeal, it looks
So
like a
just
chocolate
like
chip.
regular cookie dough,
Yeah.
but with raisins in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's some like Nazi shit right there. Like someone's just trying to like pull the wool over your eyes, and you just don't trust that person ever again because they're not they're not whole.
They're
They're not
they're
they're not
deceiving.
wholesome on the inside.
They're
There's
unethical.
something wrong with them
They're unethical.
the inside. Yeah. So that's just plain and simple.
Can't trust them. You can't trust people like that.
you can't trust people who bake regular cookies with oatmeals in them. Like it just.
You
I
mean
don't
with
even
raisins?
with raisins in it. Yeah. It's like I don't even know. Like what do you a raisin cookie that doesn't even
Now I
like
saw a
like.
video online. Okay, it's actually pretty funny. It's like a person like recording themselves. You don't actually see them, but you like see them like on an operating table, and then like surgically removing raisins with like a scalpel, and they have like a little heartbeat in the background, and like with little tweezers they put like the raisins onto like a little platter, and then they surgically implant chocolate chips in the place of those, and they like seal it up with like a soldering iron or like a little soldering thing.
That's a tasty cookie.
Yeah.
Solder and nothing like lead and
No, they don't actually put any type of lead, but it's like just a little iron. Well, maybe a little bit of that taste gets in there. But I don't
iron
know.
rosin. Maybe like a 60-40 solder in there. Okay, whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah, like not just like in the particular case where you think it's a chocolate chip, but like when you put in like a perfectly good cake and then like it's tasty cake and you have like raisins in there and it just completely ruins it. Like just the texture. It's
Like
just I don't
raisins are like I don't know. They're significant. Don't get me wrong. Okay, and they're enjoyable in the right context, but only in the right context. If you put raisins in things where raisins don't belong, they go from acceptable to okay, all the way down to what the fuck's
Why?
wrong with you?
Not it's spoiled. Can't even have it.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
I just realized I haven't started a timer on this, so I don't know at what point we're supposed to end to reach our mark. whatever that even is, 30, 45 minutes.
However long this episode runs.
Hmm.
That's a good point. We'll figure it out. We'll just kind of feel it out.
Yeah.
From here on in.
Until we run out of stuff, I guess.
We're spelunkers, okay?
Yeah.
We're diving the depths of
the unknown, feeling out. What?
Feeling out, filling up, all these different things. We're just out there, man. We're just out there doing it.
Doing our thing.
Doing it well. That's a really awkward song to like sing to somebody while
serenading,
staring deeply into their eyes.
That could be a game in the future.
Under any context whatsoever, like it's not even like a romantic thing. Like you wouldn't sit there with your partner and just stare in their eyes. doing it. Wow.
That could be a game that we can do. Not just that song in particular, but just any game really. Just stare directly into each other's eyes and serenade them with these with the song choices of the audience.
Indeed. I like that idea. So staring in people's eyes, period, is kind of, I don't know, it's a lost art. People don't do it anymore. No? Everybody's always distracted and uncomfortable looking people deeply in the eyes under any context.
It's a really intimate thing.
It is.
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't always that case. I don't know why. But it is.
They say the eyes are the window into people's souls.
Yeah. Into the, I was going to say into the bedroom, but you can't go into someone's bedroom through their eyes. That would be like some weird kind of cannibal shit.
So,
just random train of thought. Just gonna put that out there and just finish it off. Random cannibal shit.
That bombshell. It's just a really good outro, by the way, to anything. Yeah. I feel like that might be trademarked.
Yeah, it should be. On the last episode that they did without Clarkson, they didn't say it.
No, it didn't feel like it was complete. It felt like something was missing at the end.
Yeah.
That's, by the way, that's on the show Top Gear. The main host, Jeremy Clarkson.
A reference to the British automotive show, Top Gear. That's a whole other topic we can talk about some other time.
So this next question, okay. Well, it's not really a question. It's more of a gripe.
Okay.
The first movie or book of Harry Potter.
The Harry Potter series, a Harry Potter gripe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And it's something I read, but at the same time, it's also something I thought of when I first saw the movie, which is pretty significant since I saw it when I was like 10, maybe. Like, it was a while ago. It was like 12 years ago, maybe more.
Some time since that beautiful journey was started.
Yeah. And it's a little off topic from the question, but it's the only movie I saw in the movie twice until I saw Star Wars 3 times. The Force Awakens. It's the only movie I saw.
You saw this one? You saw
the first Harry Potter twice.
And then you saw Force Awakens
3 times.
3 times.
Yep.
Is that like, that's, for one, that's impressive. Okay.
What part?
Well, the fact that you saw a movie 3 times, because
in theaters.
I figured you didn't see like 3 movies a year or something.
In movies, I don't. That's how much I liked the Force Awakens. Well, it's also circumstantial as well, because first I saw it with my mom, right? And then I saw it, I think, the second one I saw with you and John Allen.
We saw it.
Yeah. And then I saw it again with my stepbrother and my dad and stepmom.
Okay, yeah. So you saw it with multiple different families.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
And I mean, of movies to do that with, that's
an enjoyable movie.
It is. It's a good time.
I mean, it's not like Mall Cop, where you're kind of like, Like, it was painful the first time. Now you have to endure it a second time.
Yeah. Like, okay, back when I worked at the theater, I remember, well, there's two movies that I had, like, okay, I had to watch it one time to kind of see it, obviously, but then I'd have to, like, take different people to go see it later on, and so I ended up seeing it, like, a shit ton of times. So one was 2012, okay?
Oh, that movie. Oh, man.
Which I do not recommend seeing that. That one I saw 3 times.
3.
Which it's about 3 hours long, so that's like
9 hours of your life where you just kind of...
which is about 9 hours too many for that movie.
You can never get back.
I can't get back. And then the other one was Inception, which I saw, and this is a record for me, 6 times.
6 times.
6 times in the theater.
See, twice. I could handle twice. Inception.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
actually not a terrible
movie. It's a good movie. Like,
Yeah.
Inception's a good movie, but 6 times, it's like, well, goddamn, just hurry up and fall, goddamn van. I'm sick of this music. just shoot the motherfucker. Just go.
And the music doesn't
throw
really
him off
change
the
throughout the
building.
movie either.
It doesn't. It's the same song, just played at different speeds. It's horrible. It's horrible. 6 times, it's horrible. It's just too much.
So I imagine by 6th time you kind of figured out whether or not, like, you have your own take on whether.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like that's one of the reasons that made it so bad is even after the 6th time, I'm just like, I'm changing my mind every time. You know? Oh, it had to fall. The top had to. No, it didn't. It did, because if you think about it, like, it just doesn't even. Oh, but it had.
Like, it topples a little bit, like, kind of.
It does. It does that little warble, but then it's like, well, maybe, but maybe not. It's just enough to kind of make you question, like, well, if it was going to fall, they would have waited until it fell and then cut the movie. But they waited until there was just that tiniest little bit of instability and then cut it. And it's like, fuck you. That's all I got to say. Just fuck you.
Yeah.
6 times.
Fuck you 6 times.
6 times. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong, but fuck you.
Another episode where we have to mention Christopher Nolan's work.
I mean, that
all
might be a theme.
All we have to do, okay, we already mentioned Kevin James again with Mall Cop, and now all we have to do is mention. I'm not even going to mention because I kind of want to go an episode without mentioning one thing.
I know.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about.
I know a thing.
And the viewers know what we're talking about. That have
the viewer listeners.
Yeah, all 2 of them. You and I.
I feel like we're just going to consistently call them viewers, even though there's nobody viewing anything for like ever. It'll forever be an audio podcast, and we're still going to call them viewers. Oh, for no good reason. Like that'll be our the name of our fans.
The viewers.
Like Justin Bieber has believers and stuff like that. Our fans are just going to be the viewers. It's like we're not viewing anything, but they're the viewers.
The viewers, our fan base, our listener base are the viewers. Yeah.
We've definitely diverged. We're talking about Harry Potter.
Right, we kind of went off track.
We did.
Harry Potter, Forbidden Forest. Okay, the first one, the first movie.
Okay.
All right. So, when the first movie, when they first go into the hall, the Great Hall, and then Dumbledore's doing his little initiation type, and he's like mentions Forbidden Forest and says, "Don't ever go there. Most painful death, really dangerous, bad idea. You'll most certainly die, probably.
Yeah.
Painful death." Okay.
Sexy death.
Right. Sexy death. I like that. So later on in the movie, detention, they go into the Forbidden Forest. And then Hagrid kind of leaves them alone for a little bit too. So it's like, what the fuck?
It's inconsistent. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
The school board needs to clarify some things to its teaching staff, okay? And if this is off limits, it's off limits, period.
Well, it's not just that. It's like that they would consider that as a form of punishment, that they would risk them to die as a form of punishment. I feel it's a little excessive as a form of detention, as detentions go.
It is, but I think in general Hogwarts has exhibited a pattern of just not really giving a shit how badly its students are hurt in any means, shape,
I mean,
or
their
form.
wizarding insurance must just be through the roof.
Oh man,
Their wizarding insurance,
you
man.
considered that. Like there has to be that guy. He has to be a coworker of Mr. Weasley, whose job is just to, well, you turn this person into a nude. We can't undo it, so we'll have to reward damages to his family.
Like
50,000
they're
gallons.
lawyers too. Their lawyers' fee, man. I mean, even just their defense against the dark arts claims. Like all the teachers each year have, like the second movie where that one guy loses his memory permanently. Like that must be a huge claim.
Yeah.
That must be.
Which now I can kind of understand why they seem so kind of old-fashioned. Like as far as the wizarding side of things go, you know, everyone's all dressing in robes and shit, even though it's like whenever the fuck they actually
Like 1990s, I think, is when it takes place.
So it's like I kind of get why they go kind of old school, because the only way that wizard world works without just a massive bureaucracy is if
unaccountability.
Everything is just old West style, just kind of like we're gonna get old fashioned justice right here. You fuck me over, I'm gonna turn you into a frog or something.
Okay, yeah.
Like that's the only way it works, because otherwise it's just so much paperwork and just liability claims. It's just
It's the only way the society can function.
it's crazy. Which
It makes sense. It makes sense when you put it like that. It's the way they have to make things archaic for the sake of maintaining their, just having magic in general. Yeah. Whew, it's getting a little bit warm in here. All right.
That beautiful California weather. It was raining last time.
That was
Last
nice.
2 times we recorded today, just subtle shining like the baby and the Teletubbies. Yeah, I just went there. I don't know.
We're the babies on the sun.
We are the babies.
The single baby. We're not.
We're 2 babies as one baby on the sun.
All I'm picturing is like a half black, half white baby.
Yeah. It's like a little Beyonce baby.
Yeah, a Milano baby. No, I wasn't actually thinking Milano. I was thinking just like literally
But
split
just
down
like
the middle.
Oh, you're talking? So like, what are those are the zebra cookies.
It's
The
a zebra
the cookies are just like that.
Yeah. Okay, so
It's just so random, but I love it.
I think we've covered Harry Potter and Forbidden Forest pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, past week, I think, about a week ago, Star Wars released their new upcoming film, Rogue One. Right? Have you seen the trailer for that?
Okay. They released a trailer for it.
Yeah, the Rogue One.
Yeah, they didn't release the film because I was
I mean,
like,
yeah, the trailer.
like my heart dropped. Like they came out with the movie art. Well, no, it wouldn't have dropped because I'm not super like hardcore following it, but it's like.
Well,
But
you
they
probably would have
released-
heard about it.
Yeah,
They would have
I've heard
advertised
some
it.
information,
Yeah.
and yeah, but it's like
Have you seen that? Have you seen that trailer yet?
no,
You haven't.
no.
Well, that
Describe it to me in vivid detail.
In vivid detail. Oh my god. See, I've only watched it twice, and it was like a week ago. So, all right. So,
So Rogue One, it's about
do you know what it's about?
is it fighters, pilot dudes?
No, not maybe, not based on the trailer. See, I haven't heard anything about it except for what's on
Other
the
than
trailer.
what's on the trailer.
And you might have heard stuff not based on the trailer. Maybe.
Maybe. What's the situation?
Okay,
Break it down.
Okay, they don't actually explain this, but there's a Death Star in there. So I'm thinking that it's based on it's based on its original Death Star. Yes. I'm thinking it's based on original Death Star while they're constructing it. And it's based on the spy or team of spies that have to go in and steal the Death Star plans.
Okay.
So it's kind of, dare I say
Okay.
it, a prequel.
Oh. Wow. I was gonna say I was gonna say a prequel to the sequel, but it's not a sequel.
No.
If you did the sequel before the prequel,
It's just another prequel to the original.
it's a prequel, but a different prequel than the prequels.
Exactly.
Okay, that totally makes sense. Okay, so about the Bothan spies, Bothan. I don't know how they pronounce it, but I know she said that.
Bothan spies. Is that what they're called? Again, I've only...
Like I'm thinking back to the movie, the what is it? A New Hope. Was it A New Hope?
Yeah, New Hope was the first one that they ever
Yeah.
did. Episode 4.
Well, she said lots of Bothan spies.
So this is kind of like episode 3.5.
3.8. 3.9.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of the build-up right before.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's not exactly in between. It's like closer to number 4. So 3.9.
3.9427. That's what version it is.
So episode 3.9427.
Yeah, I like that. That'll be interesting. Fun.
Yeah, it follows another female protagonist. Of course, she's not like really. She's like a little edgier. Like she's a rebel. Like she even makes the rebels look less rebel-y.
That's rebel-y.
Yeah,
Rebel Rousey.
it's kind of like
She's hardcore rebel.
right,
She's
hardcore.
She's like super rebel. Okay.
Like the
So
rebels aren't rebel
so
enough
she
for her.
basically like Han Solo. Like she's just completely fuck all you guys. I'm out for
Exactly.
my own.
Yeah, she's kind of like a female version of Han Solo.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate strong, independent female characters.
Right. Yeah. So that's not my main gripe. All right.
Okay.
Actually, I don't have any gripes against that. I don't know why I said that.
No gripes, just
I'm just
interesting
trying to.
information. Just want to talk about it. I feel that.
I just want to get your thoughts. I thought you had already seen it. I felt you might have already seen it, so I wanted to
I
get
don't
your
follow
opinions.
things or like watch things or listen to things
No?
or like interact with things or like read things or like
Follow up on things. I hear you.
touch base with things. But I am interested in that now that you mention it. Like I do want to find out more things about it because
And it had that one guy from the Kings of Scotland, the guy with the crazy eye.
okay, yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yes, Forrest Whitaker. It's just surprising because
That's what I'm
they've been
reading for.
trying to avoid big, like name characters or big name actors thus far, and then that they would cast him
What they say.
seems like a.
Oh, are they trying to avoid big name actors? They had Harrison Ford in the last movie.
Well, aside from people from the original, but yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. What's that? That's interesting. Like it's interesting. Like, it's one of those things which, again, you know this about me. Like, it's something I know I'd be interested in, but I'm not going to actively seek out information because there's just too many things I'm already interested in.
Yeah,
So it's like I can't keep up on all this
but
stuff.
now you kind of have to.
But now, yeah, you've got me intrigued. So now I gotta follow that, just like I gotta follow
Well,
all kinds of other things.
I can kind of feel that. Even though Star Wars is kind of new, they're going to release one every year. I hear every December. So it's kind of come like an Avengers thing.
Okay.
They're going to Avengerize
I don't know how I feel about that.
Star Wars.
It makes sense.
Like to me, Star Wars is supposed to be like the special thing that comes out every like 5 years, but now it's gonna become like it's Call of Duty.
Like a thing.
Yeah, it's gonna become like which makes sense since they paid like billions of dollars. They got to get their money back. I feel they already did, but now they have to cash cow it.
They don't need to get their money back. They just want to make more shit. Which I mean,
Can you blame them? I mean, as long as it's good.
I suppose it's better than making nothing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's better than having no movies come out at all. Because that would be kind of shitty. Like, imagine that if only like 2 or 3 movies came out a year. And they were all like Morbid 2
Look who's talking.
Random shit like that. But I don't know.
Baby geniuses.
I am definitely, a big part of me is getting tired of all these big, huge franchises coming out with everything. Every
See, I'm okay with it.
year.
As long as they're good. As long as they're entertaining. As long as it's done right, then I feel that's not really much of a problem.
Yeah. It's warm in here. Like we picked a bad time to record. Well, I think we originally were gonna record it like 5 hours ago, but
Well, we scheduled at 9 in the morning, and I figured, okay, we'd probably spend about like an hour, half an hour to an hour talking before we recorded at like 10 o'clock. But now we just wait until 2 o'clock, which is like kind of hardest part of the day.
yeah.
Well, close
Yeah.
to 3 is right when it gets at its peak. But
On the bright side, we are in the shade, which
we actually found like a nice tree, which is kind of rare for this place.
yeah, 'cause there's very little foliage, but still, it's like tiny oven in here.
Yeah.
Mini oven. So that's another thing to keep in mind for the future. If we ever get like a budget, it's like a studio inside an iceberg.
I'm
To record
well
all
right
our
now,
stuff.
like in this context, like right now, I'm thinking Superman, like
Fortress of Solitude stuff.
just like a crystal / ice castle. Like that's what I'm imagining, fantasizing right now as we're talking this 80-degree plus car.
Oh my god! Oh man, I just want that anyway.
Just for the sake of having it.
Crystal Fortress.
Kyle as our computer.
Who?
That's his dad.
Oh, yeah, the dad. Kryptonians, man. Kryptonians. Have you seen Batman vs Superman?
I haven't, but I did
Of course
hear.
you didn't.
I did
That's
hear.
that. You've seen like 3 movies a year, and they were all Star Wars. So
As I mentioned in earlier episodes, I used to work at a movie theater, which is kind of ironic, since I could see any movie I wanted for free of charge.
Oh, just so you know, so I was hanging out with some people who had listened to the podcast
Yeah?
after talking to you about your lack of going to movies while there, and they just wanted me to express to you,
How's-
God, like how could you
How
not
They
watch,
were offended?
not watch movies while you work there? Like the nerve. What gives you the right to work there and not watch as many movies as you
take
humanly-
advantage of that, milk
as
that
you
as much
humanly
as I
can?
can. Yeah, I think it was kind of like an existential thing. Like I just didn't want to be around that place whenever I could. Like even if it was for the sake of watching movies and enjoying that whole perk, because it was a perk of working there. But to me, it was kind of just got too anxious when I was there watching a movie.
I feel you. It was a
It's like, damn, I have to be here again.
soul crushing place.
Yeah, just to give you a feeling of how much I didn't really care for working there. All right, so I think right now, well, we're a little low on funding, so I think we should hear from our sponsor, give some of that capital money, pay our bills, pay the AC bill, because right now we didn't pay our AC bill. Now it's 80 plus degrees in here.
So let's hear what this sponsor has to say. It's a new sponsor this week.
Yeah, the name of the product is Hoaway. Are you tired of a gold-digging hose constantly trying to grab your hard-earned cash after you already had your way with them?
Hell yeah.
Well, the geniuses from Player Potions have just the solution for you, presenting Hose Be Gone, the #1 player recommended product for getting rid of stubborn hose. Actually, it's Hoaway. Now, Dewitt, I'm sure you're
They've gone through
experiencing.
some rebranding recently. It's a whole process.
They're still on the fence. Like, it's either hoe away or hose be gone.
It was a trademark issue, and so they're still working it out with the courts.
Yeah. It's in the process of being established.
Indeed.
Now, DeWitt, I'm sure you've experienced this before. You're at the club, dressed in Venetian silk, and dropping hundreds like nobody's business, and before you know it, you wake up next morning with at least 20 hoes in your bed thinking, they'll get some of your hard-earned cash.
Happens to me just about every week, yeah. You know it, Bjorn. And, I mean, frankly, I'm tired of having to get rid of all these gold-digging hoes, you know? If only there was a hassle-free way to empty my penthouse of these stubborn bitches.
Well, now you can, with hoe away, or hoe be gone. With hoe be gone, your days of throwing out hoes are over.
Trademark pending.
Trademark pending. Just throw one capsule on the floor, and your penthouse or mansion will be filled with a scented cloud of pork people, and will instantly fill the area. It has been scientifically proven to repel 99.9% of hoes.
Get them gold diggers out of there.
Yep, hoe away. A player's hassle-free solution to get rid of stubborn hoes.
Okay, so it just basically fills the air with the smell of like top ramen and lotto scratchers, and then the hoes just kind of sense the pour and just decide to flee, like en masse. I feel that.
They're just repelled by it.
It's like I know.
Just scientists been the scientists at Player Potions have been refining with like whole bunch of controls and like to keep all these hoes in like these cages and like just throw.
I hear one of the major investors in that company is actually the entire NBA.
Yeah.
Like, all NBA players, a portion of their salary goes.
Yeah, because
towards
they
funding of these things.
are the smartest people with their money.
Yeah.
They know a good product when it's out there.
They know the importance of controlling these hoes.
Yeah.
Okay, they know.
They have, yeah, exactly. They also have a personal interest in having this well worked out.
Exactly. They're the trust behind it all.
Yeah.
It's a great product. New sponsor. Glad to have them.
Yeah, I'm
Glad to have them.
I'd use it all the time if I had my penthouse.
Well, one day.
One day.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Just, you know what they say. Just work hard, trust in sod, and just be
Make it
born
happen.
rich. Yeah, just ask your dad for like $1 million loan.
Yeah.
And then just.
By the
let
way,
it happen.
I wonder. Okay, he said Donald Trump. Okay.
Okay.
He said he got a loan from his dad, $1 million, which I believe. I mean, his dad was rich.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the terms of that loan were. Did he have to pay interest, like, on that loan? Or was it interest-free? Which, by the way, would be kind of stupid because inflation on that would just be, he wouldn't get his money completely back. Mm-hmm. So I'm just wondering how that works. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he got a better interest rate than he would at a bank. Maybe. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's just, as an aspiring accountant, I just wonder these questions all the time. It's my curse and my gift.
Aspiring accountant. You don't hear that often. Hey, little Timmy, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an accountant. No, seriously,
I'd like to file W-2s and determine adjusted gross income. It's super exciting. Check out my H&R Block action figure.
Oh, come on now. I aspire to be a little bit above H&R Block. I mean, they're kind of like they're kind of like the aspiring accountants of the accountants.
They're accountants hoping to one day be accountants.
Yeah. I'm more like if I had an action figure, I'd have a action figure of like who's that guy from The Office, the heavyweight guy, Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, I'd have an action figure of Kevin, or I'd have an action figure of the guy from Parks and Rec.
Which one? There's a lot of guys in there.
Well, there's a lot of accountant references in there.
Oh, okay, Ben.
Ben Wyatt.
Yeah.
Or the other guy, the guy who in the first season was like, oh, check out, or always ask the question, the first thing that you want to ask when you're accounting is which software to use.
Oh, yeah. Take a quick look at
QuickBooks. That's the running joke there. Is like the most boring thing that you could actually introduce into a party is accounting.
It's not a joke. That's a fact.
It's a fact.
A
Well,
certified fact.
It's a certified fact. Certified public fact.
Oh.
Accounting jokes.
I love the television references. Like,
Yeah.
they say part of, hosting a podcast, you reveal a lot about yourselves. And I feel like the things that we've revealed about ourselves
Just
thus far is just
what shows
we
we
watch
like.
a lot of TV. For one. We listen to some music,
Yeah.
watch some movies, and then we go back to watching a lot of TV. Which seems about as close to the truth as you can get.
And the fact that we're pretty low budget.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
In this economy,
Yeah.
people don't say that anymore.
In this economy.
In this economy.
Not in this economy.
It's like, people are always just kind of like, the economy. It's like, they don't reference.
What about it though?
Yeah, it's like, make a specific reference to time and stake your claim.
So, I'm pretty sure we've reached about 30 minutes now. Because
Probably.
it was about 1:55 and now it's 2:25. 2:26 actually.
So we've
We've,
elapsed quite a bit of time.
are we going for 45 minutes?
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Because even I'm kind of sweating right now.
I can
and
barely breathe.
So
I think we might want to just. You want to wrap it up? Head over to Sweet Peter's, get some Polar sausages from Big Bob.
Because I kind of hallucinate Big Bob's Sweet Peters right now.
Big Bob is right there. He's talking to you.
Is that Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson has some Sweet Peters in his hand, and that looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, and all the Jacksons with him. Janet, Tito.
Kyle, there you are. Oh, look, it's Superman. He has air conditioning in his hand. Some ice cream. Did you know you get some free ice cream with every Sweet Peter?
Ooh, some cream with your Peter.
Some.
That's what you want. Oh, some nice creamy Peters. That's a whole afternoon. So I think, you know what, everybody, we might have to just wrap this up and go get some creamy Sweet Peter. Because, damn.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
As always, I've been
Dewitt. This is Bjorn right here.
And if you don't hear from us next week, it's because we died of heat exhaustion.
Y'all come back now. You hear?